I haven't seen the report, but it's clear that electricity prices have risen dramatically over the course of the past decade. They've really been rising at twice the rate of inflation, and that's something that was occurring well before the carbon price came into effect. So I think that electricity prices are a matter of legitimate concern for households and businesses. I've personally proposed that electricity price rises for domestic households should be pegged to the rate of rise of inflation or the rate of rise of pensions, because I think that electricity prices have been a problem.
Electricity prices have been going up. A large part of that has been the maintenance of the electricity infrastructure around the country in terms of lines and poles, and that is the most significant part of the rise in electricity prices. But at the end of the day, the states have the principal burden here in terms of dealing with this issue.
The best way to reduce peak demand and to cut energy prices is to roll out industrial scale renewable energy. That's been the experience in Germany. In Germany last year their GDP went up and their energy consumption went down, and they're the shining light in the European financial crisis. So we as the Greens will look closely and favourably at any proposal that is about reducing demand, because energy efficiency is where a big amount of the savings are, but the best way to do it is to move quickly to renewable energies. The right-wing factional power brokers within the Labor Party are beginning their campaign against renewable energy. This will be a litmus test for the Labor Party to decide whether they've got their foot on the accelerator or on the brake when it comes to Australia's transition to the clean energy economy. Joel Fitzgibbon needs to back off. If Labor is serious about a renewable energy future, with the hundreds of thousands of jobs that will come with that as Australia plays its part to tackle global warming, then Joel Fitzgibbon needs to back off in his campaign to wind back the renewable energy target.
Joel Fitzgibbon has called on Labor to forget the ideology of the renewable energy target and cut its fixed price. Do you agree with that?
Well, I think there's a little bit of verbling in how you've depicted that statement. But what I'd say about the RED is this. The RED is an important component of tackling climate change. But the other point to make about the RED is that this is bipartisan policy, and it's been bipartisan policy for the last 10 years.
The renewable energy target is only having a small impact on electricity prices presently. The main increase in electricity prices is due to the carbon tax. About 2/3 of the 15% increase since July has been entirely due to the carbon tax. That is the biggest thing that we can do to take the pressure off rising electricity prices, is to cut the carbon tax.
No, I think that the renewable energy target is only playing a very modest role in terms of electricity prices. And indeed, by encouraging investment in solar PV and wind power and the like, over time it will make people less dependent on the electricity power grid, and in fact enable households to pay less for electricity. If people install solar PV on their rooftops and the like, in years to come they'll be better off, not worse off, in terms of electricity bills.